Our second speaker of the session already online, Dr. Deshmukh. So Dr. D. Deshmukh was an associate professor of neurology at the University of Florida and had his own private practice of neurology in Florida. He has published over 70 scientific articles, including monographs on the astonishing brain and holistic consciousness, brain-blood flow. His articles have been on the neuroscience of meditation, the multi-stream self, Turiya, and Vedic psychology as a science of wisdom, consciousness, and nirvana, holistic trimodal attention, a neuropsychobiological perspective. Dr. Deshmukh, we are now ready for your talk.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Yes, sir, please. Okay. So I'm sharing my personal experience that happened on December 20th, 2024, between 3:45 p.m. and 4:43 p.m. I experienced this after I woke up from a deep sound short nap. I was fully refreshed and alert, and the following experience happened spontaneously. I have documented it as it happened in my personal journal. Some of my friends and myself have noticed that there are similarities between what I experienced and what has been described as Turiya in Mandukya Upanishad. The following is my journal entry from that day. The sun within is shining, bright, continuously, pristinely, blissfully. Silence of silence, energy of energy, being of being, timeless, limitless, ineffable, real. Sweet silence, bliss, Atma Shanti, Amrutanubha, Mauna of Mauna, a quantum leap. Never experienced this before. All this is new, fresh, pristine, awesome, amazing, real. It is still going on. Endless, timeless, natural, spontaneous. I am just aware of awareness, the source, the sun of awareness, the light to itself, and all experience of mind, body, and world. The great wonder, the real of real, Satchidananda, radical transformation from a caterpillar to a butterfly, free, new, the miracle of life, mind, awareness, Atma Chaitanya, Brahma Chaitanya, Purush Prakriti, noun and phenomenon, relative and absolute. I do not know what to make of it. It was a unique, authentic experience that happened and changed my self-perspective and the perspective of the world as a whole. It convinced me of the truths described in Advaita Vedanta and the systems neuroscience of biophysical unity and the wholeness of being. If you look at the seventh mantra of Mandukya Upanishad, here is a translation by Swami Chinmayananda. It says, it is not that which is conscious. He is talking about Turiya. It is not that which is conscious of the internal subjective world, not that which is conscious of the external world, not that which is conscious of both, not that which is a mass of consciousness, not that which is simple consciousness, nor is it unconsciousness. It is unseen by any sense organ, beyond empirical dealing, incomprehensible by the mind, uninferable, unthinkable, indescribable. Essentially, it is by and for the self alone, negation of all phenomena, the peaceful, the auspicious, and the non-dual. This is what is considered as the fourth or the Turiya. This is the Atman, and this is to be realized. Because, some of this, after this incident, I have had a lot of inspirations and insights, and I want to share some of the new ideas and thoughts that came to me. Some of them came in the form of a poem, some of them came in the form of thought. Here is one poem called The Ground. Silence is the ground of all sounds, words and thoughts. Silence is the ground of all sounds, words and thoughts. Stillness is the ground of all actions, movements and speech. Serenity is the ground of all emotions, both negative and positive. Boundless being is the ground of all living beings, like all of us. This next one is about Shanti, or the peace. Shanta Sharir, peaceful body. Shanta Shwasanam, calm breathing. Shanta Manasa, quiet mind. Shanta Chit, pristine awareness. Shanta Atma, tranquil being. Shanta Swabhava, blissful nature. One live reality, the whole experience and the existence as one living live reality. One universal ecosystem. It is self-organized, self-existent, and intrinsically aware. Live natural order shapes all existential patterns and events. The limited self-experience and self-separation are illusory. Be in synchrony and the natural synergy. There is only one field of awareness, aware experiencing. There is no me or ego in presence. This is it. No mind, body, world. All these are wake and dream experiences based on past memories. There are no memories in true presence. It is pristine. Then there was this poem that came. It's called The Wholeness of the Moment, wholeness of this moment. Presence is the wholeness of the moment. It is the all-inclusive experiential now. It includes the past, present, and future. Don't separate yourself from the present wholeness. Just be present and love this moment. The wholeness is pristine. It is ever fresh, ever new. It is us in our original pure form. The wholeness of energy, awareness, being. Don't break or limit it in any way. The wholeness of conscious moment. Pristine, holistic conscious awareness. That's what we are now, holistically. Realize the wholeness of silent awareness and love. Love for life and being. Silent love is divine. Love life as it flows naturally and beautifully. Then, while I was walking on the street, I thought of this the other morning on January 31st. It's called natural order. Natural order is within and all around us. It has natural beauty and goodness. Natural order is infinite and eternal, pristine. Appreciate the daily wonder, the life itself. We are integral parts of natural order. Awesome, enjoy it. And this natural order, like energy, it cannot be created or destroyed. It is what it is, complex, boundless, and timeless. Natural order was called Rutam in Sanskrit, the cosmic order with cosmic cycles, harmony and wholeness, and the spiritual insight and growth. Then I thought of divinity. Natural beauty is the everywhere and all the time. Just pause and look. So is the divine presence that is self-existent, life-supporting, and energizing the whole existence and experience. All of our existential being and experience is divine, can be recognized and feel its presence, feel the authentic beauty and love. And this was another thought. I exist at multiple levels of the biological order. I am a multimodal conscious being. I act, perceive, and react at multiple levels. I exist as solid, liquid, gases, electricity, and plasma. The bioorder is composed of many forms of energy, aware being. Biomechanical, biochemical, bioelectric, bioplasma, and biopsychic. This existential and experiential hierarchy is a great wonder and a big puzzle. And the thought that came only yesterday is called natural living. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Dr. Deshmukh.
Natural living. Natural living involves living in synchrony with nature and natural order, rhythm. Such naturalness is spontaneous and effortless. It is authentic. It can't be just willed or pretended. It is not fake. We need to use our willpower sparingly. Let nature and natural order guide us, and it does. When conditions are right, the new creative experiences and ideas dawn naturally. It's almost magical. Now, how do we explain all this is a big question, and these are some of the explanations that came to me. In our literature, it has been described like Jagrata Sushupti, that it is a state, Turiya is the fourth state, which is between deep sleep and complete presence, full presence. It is more likely to happen after a non-REM sleep or non-dream sleep, deep sleep. So, just as there is REM sleep or the dream sleep and deep sleep or dreamless sleep, I had proposed in my article on Turiya that there is also a REM wakefulness with kind of restlessness of eyes and mind and body and everything, and a non-REM wakefulness or pure awareness, which is non-dual. So this dream state and the sort of random ruminative consciousness during wakeful experience is driven by the two major neurotransmitters in the brain called acetylcholine and dopamine. And mesolimbic dopamine system is involved in our wishful thinking, our intentions, our desires, and egoistic behavior. Then I thought that all these thoughts and ideas came from my subconscious mind. If you look at Carl Jung's model of the self, there is the persona, the facade, then there is the ego, and then there is the authentic self, and beyond that is the individual unconscious or subconscious and the collective subconscious. And there is also the shadow, the subconscious mind. But I was fully conscious, fully alert. I was walking around in my house. I changed places, but the process continued. And Jung, of course, talked about authentic self, which has come to grips with his shadow and made peace with it, and it is at ease with itself and at home in the world. Then I thought of altered states of consciousness, like near-death experience, meditative experiences, hallucinatory drugs, and all that. Then I thought of possibility of psychosomatic seizures. I have no history of seizures. In some of these events, there is automatic writing, there is somnambulism. My writing wasn't automatic. I wrote it after noticing my experience with complete feeling and authenticity. There was no specific activity that I did to trigger this experience. It was like meditation or worship or mantra. I didn't do any of that. No plan or wishful thinking. It was just out of nowhere. I was happy that it happened and changed my perspective and my worldview. In my articles, I have differentiated between consciousness with contents and pure awareness or awareness itself. I call it consciousness is local and awareness is non-local, or consciousness is dual, awareness is non-dual. And then we need to think of conscious arousal, which is a fundamental fact in biophysics and neurobiology. From the reticular activating system, multiple neurotransmitters are continuously active, and they go through the circadian rhythm, circadian cycle, multiple neurotransmitters, and we have conscious arousal, awareness, agency, and attention. Now there is also a very fundamental fact in physiology of homeostasis and optimization. And in my state, or in the state I experience, there is a possibility of optimization of conscious arousal, like sthitaprajna is a thought. Then if we look at the faculty of attention, attention is a fascinating phenomenon.
Dr. Deshmukh,
And there is a lot of literature.
You have
Sorry?
5 more minutes in your session. Just wanted to
Okay,
let
thank
know.
you. So the right and left hemisphere are different in attention. The left hemisphere is talkative, calculating, thinking, ruminating, egoistic, while the right hemisphere is more attentive, listening to music, trying to comprehend, understand. So there is a condition we call heavy inattention, in which the person with the right parietal lobe stroke cannot know anything about the left side of his world. I had a patient in which he ate all the food on the right side, but left the left side of the tray completely untouched. When I went to see him, I turned the tray and he finished the rest of it. So our experience of the world and our own body depends on a well-functioning living brain, mind, self, and awareness. If you move the hand in front of him, he says, "This is not my hand, this is somebody else's hand." He only shaves the right half of the face, doesn't shave the left half of his face. So it's a fascinating syndrome. There is also a very interesting syndrome called Gerstmann syndrome, which happens when there is a stroke in the left parietal area, in which you are unable to read, unable to write, unable to calculate, unable to name the fingers of your hand, and unable to see the difference between left and right. So these are very fascinating phenomena that we see every day in neurology. So we need a good living brain. At the same time, brain is not everything. Everything doesn't depend on the brain. There is an awareness which can be free of thoughts, memories, emotions, which is pure awareness, whether you call it Chaitanya, Chaitanya Mahatma. That is very true. Thank you.
Thank you.